Hi guys. We're going to talk about writing exponential equations using applications, story problems. And I would say that of all the things that I teach you, this really is one of the most important and most applicable. This has to do with your finances, and it has to do with medication you take and all those things. So yeah, like, when am I ever going to use this? You actually, at least the concepts of this, will use this more in your life than just about anything else that I've taught you in advanced algebra. So, for example, a house costs $200,000 and it will appreciate, which means it goes up in value by 3% each year. So we want to write a function that models the cost of this house over time. So just out to the side here, I want to remind you, we have like our setup where y equals a, which is our starting value, and then b to the x, and b is our growth or decay factor. Okay, so y equals, well, our starting value, so how much does the house cost at the beginning? Well, it costs 200,000. So then it says that it's appreciating by 3% each year. So 3% is the amount that it's growing by. So first I'm going to kind of just remind myself that 3% is 0.03 as a decimal. And I need to make sure that it's growing. So what we have here, this 0.03, that is our rate. And remember, our rate gets kind of attached to the growth to make it the growth factor. So we can write it one of two ways. You can leave it separate and do 1 plus 0.03 to the x, or I'm pretty sure you guys can do that adding, and so you do 1.03 to the x. Okay. So then we want to find the value of the house at the end of 10 years. Well, that's what our exponent is our time. So we're going to do our 200,000, 1.03 to the 10th power. We're going to see what that equals, and that equals 268,783, and that is dealing with money. So you gained $68,783. Pretty good. Well, 10 years, I guess it depends on the market. Anyways, all right, next problem. Example B, you have a bad cough and you take a cough drop that contains 100 milligrams of menthol every minute. I don't know why it says minutes, but that's right. The amount of menthol, not methanol, you don't want to take methanol. Menthol in your body is cut in half. So you want to write a function that models the amount of menthol in your body over time. All right, so y equals, so the starting amount, well, take 100 milligrams of it. So that's being cut in half. So it's decreasing by 50% each time. So to have it be a decay thing, it needs to be less than 1. Really, we would do 1 minus 0.5, but that just gives us 0.5. Like, I think we know that. So we're going to have 0.5 to the x. Okay, so part B, it says, it is safe to take a new cough drop after the level of menthol in your body is less than 5 milligrams. How long will it take? How long will it be, I guess, before you can take another cough drop? It doesn't need to be exact, we just want to approximate. So really what I would do is in the calculator, I would kind of do some guess and check. I would put in 100 times 0.5 to the, I don't know, we're dealing with minutes. Okay, so, sorry, I hit pause there for a second. So we want to use guess and check, so we're going to put in, I don't know, let's put in 2 and see what it gives us. And so when I do that, it gives me 25. So I'm like, that's still greater than 5, so we don't want that. So then I'm gonna erase that. I'm gonna put in 4. So if I put in 4, I get 6.25. Ooh, that's pretty close. So I'm gonna do 3 now. Sorry, I meant 5. Put 5 in, and I get 3.125. So somewhere in between 4 and 5 minutes is when you could take another cough drop. Okay. All right. A car loses value over years, which you guys should know. In 2014, a car cost $20,000, and then in 2015, it cost $14,000. I want to write a function that models how much the car is worth over time. So this one's a little bit tricky. I didn't tell you how much it went down, right? I didn't tell you the percent, but we can find the percent that it decreased by, well, really, we're going to find the factor. So what we do, remember, flashback to like the t-charts we were making, and we had like these values, and I was like, yeah, you divide that one by that one, and it gives you the factor. That's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we always take the newest, and we divide it by the oldest, okay? So new divided by old will equal our factor. And it may be growth, maybe decay. This time it's going to be decay. So we're going to do 14,000 divided by 20,000. And I get 0.7. So 0.7 is my decay factor, which means that it lost 30% over that year, right? It's 0.7, 0.3 gives you 1. So we've got y equals our 20,000, 0.7 to the x. And you can always check yourself. So if you do 20,000 times 0.7 to the first power, it should give you the 14,000, okay? Then we want to know how much would it be after 5 years. So I put in 5 for my exponent, and I get that your poor little car is only worth $3,361.40. Okay. All right. So your assignment is the worksheet that's attached. There's quite a few. Well, there's only 10 problems. That's not bad. So it starts out pretty similar to what you've done. And yeah, no, I'm not worried about this at all for you guys. All right. But as always, let me know if you have questions.